Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Rodrigo and today we're gonna look two topics. The first, the simple present. The simple present we use to talk about our routines, habits, or facts. And then we're gonna look the present continuous. Our present continuous is things that happened in the past but still going on in the present. I mean, cosas que pasaron en el pasado pero que siguen teniendo repercusiones en el presente. Right, the first part is WH questions in simple present, right? In past, sorry. WH questions in past. In simple past, right? Well, now think about five things that you did your last vacations. These topics aims to show you how to use double H questions in situations or events in the past. You will ask about someone's last holidays to get information. And then you will practice with WH questions in the four skills. And finally, you will make questions using WH question. Right. By the end of this topic, you will be able to express yourself by announcing WH questions in its grammatical form to request information about past events and situations. First, WH question, ask for information. Ask for information, right? Now, in this case, the structure is the next. First, we have the double H word. The double H word, I mean, what, where, when, what, where, when, how, who, why, who, why. Then we have meaning, right? Meaning of this word. For example, what lo vamos a utilizar when the questions has many answers, many possible answers. I mean, what is your favorite color? Maybe can red, gray, yellow, blue, or what is your favorite sport, right? Basketball, softball, soccer, football, soccer, etc. Right? Now, the meaning of what is for we use when we know for objects, things, or ideas. Or ideas. The next, just hold on, please. Where meaning we use where when we know about of the place. Where you go, all right? ¿A dónde vas? Where are you? ¿Dónde estás? Right? Where means for the place. Next, it's for when we we use when we know for the time, right? when open the bank, right? How we use when the manner, right? I mean the way of the make the things, right? Manner. Who for person or people. Why for reason, right? What is the reason, right? Now we will age, meaning, and finally examples. For example, for the first, in past, what did you do? What do you do? Check this. Remember, when we have the auxiliary did, that means simple past or past, but in question, our main verb don't need start, don't need be in past. I mean, cuando tenemos el auxiliar did, nuestro verbo no necesita estar en pasado, aunque la pregunta sí se está haciendo en pasado. ¿Qué hiciste? ¿No? Right? Next, now. Example with where, for example, where did you go? With this, where did you go? Where, where did you go? Where did you go? Now, for time, one example with time, maybe where did you arrive? When did you arrive? When did you arrive? Now, this is for when, right? For example, for this case, this for this, and for how in past, I mean, how did you get there? How did you get there? Right? And question mark. This is for how. Now, for peers, for person, for whom, how did you go with? Who did you go with? This is for who in simple past. Who did you go? Who did you go? Who did you go with? Sorry. Now for why did you have holiday? Why did why did you have holiday? Question mark, right? Why did you have holiday? With only one L, holiday, right? This is for this, right? This is double H question in simple past, right? Remember that what can be followed with by a noun, right? Now, please take note of this in your notebook, please, or take one screenshot. Are you done? Right. The next. Remember what can be followed by one noun. For example, what time did you get up? What time did you get up? This is the noun. All right. The next for this, in this case, for example, how can also by followed by an adjective or adverb. Repeat. How can also by followed by an adjective or adverb. For example, how big was the house? How big, this is an adverb or adjective. How big was the house? Right? This is adjective. How big was the house? Now, for example, another example with this. How fast did she run? Repeat. How fast, this is adjective. How fast did she run? Right? Adjective. Remember, cuando tenemos el auxiliar, nuestro verbo ya no tiene que ir en pasado, en pasado simple. Tiene que ir en presente en su forma base, para que se entienda, ¿vale? So, how fast did she run? Another example with this, for example, how long did you stay? How long did you stay? Now, it is also very common to use how with much or many, right? Remember how much, how many. Now, in past, check this. I'm gonna delete the first part. Remember, it's very common to use how with how many or how much. Do you remember these words? How many is for countables. How many apples are in the fridge, right? For countables. And how much we use for uncountables, right? Now, for example, with this in the past, check this. How much money did you spend? Repeat. How much money? Now, The auxiliary in past, how much money did you spend? Spend, it's like means, right? Gastar, right? ¿Cuánto dinero gastaste, right? How much uncountable did you spend? How much money did you spend, right? Now, example with many, how many souvenirs did you buy? How many souvenirs? I mean, one souvenir, two souvenirs, three souvenirs, several souvenirs, and so on, right? Remember, the double H questions ask for information and we do not expect a yes or not answer. A double H question, we expect an answer which gives information, right? Another example with this. Sorry, sorry. Now, for example, with this, where did you go last vacation? Right? Where did you go last vacation? I mean, you can answer yes, I was, or don't make sense. Now, the person one that they do these questions expect one answer that included more information, like, oh wow, well, my last vacation was in Acapulco, right? In a holiday, in a hotel, yeah, in the beach, I don't know, right? All stuff like that, right? Where did you go last vacation? This is double H question. Another example, for example, no, I went to Cancun. This is not answer for yes no question. This is no yes no answer, right? This offer more information for the answer, right? Now, the next. In this case, it's important to figure out the following order. WH questions plus auxiliary. This is the order for this, no? For this. WH question plus auxiliary plus subject, right? W is questions, auxiliary, subject plus verb in present, right? plus complement plus question mark. Right? WH questions, auxiliary, subject, verb in present, and complement all this, and question mark. Right? Now, we're going to soon to do some exercise to put all in put all in on practice all this knowledge, right? So pay attention for the exercise, right? Please take note for this. Are you ready? Now, please pay attention of this exercise and try to solve all this exercise. The first person, I mean, John. In this case, we have one blank. Check this. Did you love? And Maria asked him because it was funny. Right? What WH word goes here? ¿Cuál de nuestras WH words tenemos que poner aquí? How, why, what, when, etc. Para eso vas a tener que enfocarte en la interpretación. Es decir, inglés no solamente se trata de traducir, sino de interpretar. Right? So try to trata de interpretar toda esta oración y darle sentido. The next. Again, John. Another blank. Did you buy? Did you buy? And Maria says, I broke a keyring last summer. Next, John again. Another blank here. Did you go to bed? Did you go on vacations? And Maria says, no, sorry. I, in past, I went to bed. I went to bed at 11 p.m. Right? Another exercise. John again. Another blank. Did she go after work? Right? And Maria says, she went dancing in past. She went dancing on Saturday in capital letter the day. Saturday night. Another example, another exercise. This is the exercise 1, exercise 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna give you 7 exercises, right? Exercise 5. John on blank. Did you do that? Right? And Maria says, because I weren't to catch your attention. And the last, the exercise 6. Check this. Another one. Again, John says, blank. Did she pay? Right? Did she pay? And Maria says, she paid in past, she paid 20 bucks, right? 20 for a nice shirt. Right. Try to solve this exercise by yourself. Check your notes, checa tus notas e interpreta para que puedas resolverlo. En un momento dado te doy la respuesta de todos. Are you ready? Well, tienes 10 segundos más y te doy las respuestas de todos. Bueno, es hora de darte la respuesta de todos los ejercicios. ¿Vale? Entonces, vamos a iniciar con esta parte. La primera sería, did you love? And in this case, we try to find the reason. So, the correct word for this is, why did you love? Right? Because it's what's funny. Right? The next, did you buy? I bought. Present, simple past, right? Irregular verb. I bought a Karen last summer. And the perfect word is what? What did you buy? I bought a Karen last summer. Check this. Did you go to bed on vacations? I went to bed at 11 p.m., right? In this case, it what time? What time did you go to bed on vacations? I went to bed at 11 p.m. The next, John. Did she go afterwards? She went, present past, right? Regular verb. She went dancing on Saturday night, right? In this case, what words now we need in this case, right? For this, afterwards, I mean, she went dancing on Saturday. Where? Where did she go after work? Check this. Just hold on a one moment in this. ¿Te das cuenta que aquí, a pesar de que lo tenemos en tercera persona, she, nuestro verbo no dice goes, ¿vale? En otro, por ejemplo. Porque ya no lo necesita para esas preguntas, right? She went dancing on Saturday. Where did she go? The next. Did you do that? Right? Did you do that? This is, why do you do that? Why you do that? Because I want to catch your attention. And the last for this, did she pay? What word we use when we know the of the quantities, right? Or the for the money. In this case, how much? How much did she pay? She paid 20 bucks for a nice shirt, right? Por favor, anota todo eso en tu cuaderno. ¿Te quedó claro? O hacemos un ejercicio más para que no haya problemas en esta parte. Bueno, voy a borrar ese y voy a ponerte dos ejercicios más para que quede ya esto claro. Por favor, tómale un screenshot a la pantalla para que podamos seguir con el ejercicio. Are you ready? Right. I'm gonna give you two exercise more. Check this. Again, we have a John, right? And Maria. In this case, one. In this case, he says, when did you go? Oh, sorry, another. Did the concert finish? Did the concert finish? Right? And Maria says, the festival finished at midnight. Festival finished at midnight. Right? The next for this, John again, another blank. Did they want? Did they want to see? And Maria says, Maria says, they weren't to see Sam. What double H words goes here? Check the structure for this. Pay attention for the structure. Pon atención a la estructura para que puedas responder como debe de ser tu ejercicio, ¿vale? Bueno, voy a darte las respuestas para estos. Para la primera, la de conciertos, sería checklist. At midnight. What means midnight? Medianoche. So, in this case, we want to know the precise moment in that finish that concert. Right? For this, when did the concert finish, Maria? The festival finished at midnight. Nonetheless, did they want to see, right? They weren't to see Sam. This case for person. What would WH word we use for person? Who? Who did they want to see? They weren't to see Sam. In this case, we use to two verbs or two yes two regular verbs, right? Check this. They did finish. When did the concert finish? Finish, right? See, this case no won't, right? Verbos regulares. I'm gonna delete this. Now, the first homework for you. The first homework is for speaking part. Now, the first homework. Homework, the speaking for speaking. In this case, the topic, the name of this part is My Holidays. Right. When try to get information about an event or situation, it is essential to practice some aspects about the way we speak, right? To recognize the grammar structure of double H questions, you need to record your voice while answering the following questions. In this case, the following questions are the next. The first, where did you go holiday? Where did you go holiday? Where did you go? Where did you go holiday? Next, who did you go with? Who did go did? The next, how did you get there? How did you get there? Next question word, next only questions. Where did you stay? Where did you stay? Where did you stay? Now, the next, how long, I will repeat, how long did you stay there? How long did you, repeat, how long did you stay there? How long did you stay there? The next, did you have a good weather? I mean, was sunshine, sunny, I don't know, cold, right, right, fog, etc. Did you have a good weather? Next, did you buy something? Did you buy something? Did you buy something? The next, did you have a good time? Did you have a good time? And the last, when did you come back? When did you come? When did you come back? Right? Where did you go holiday? Who did you go with? How did you go there? Where did you stay? How long did you stay there? Did you have a good weather? Did you buy something? Did you have a good time? When did you come back? When did you come back? Right? For the writing, all right. It's my turn to describe. Remember, the double-edged questions are used to us about our events or situation, to know people, time, objects, manner, and reasons, right? In this activity, you are going to write one or two paragraphs. You want, again, in this activity, you are going to write one or two paragraphs about your last vacations, right? Probing information related to WH words. I mean, tienes que responderme estas y grabarte a ti mismo, ¿vale? Entonces, toma el screenshot para pasar al siguiente tema. I'm gonna delete all this. Now, the next topic is present simple. Repeat the present simple, right? Until fit. One moment, right? Hasta aquí terminamos la primera parte de nuestra clase. Recuerda que siempre la dividimos la clase en dos partes. En la primera vemos un tema, vemos su estructura gramatical, practicamos unos ejercicios, podemos unos ejemplos y dejo una tarea por lo regular para que te la grabes a ti mismo, a ti misma, o la escribas. Y sobre esta tarea, si quieres retroalimentación, si tú quieres feedback sobre esta tarea, recuerda que damos clases los días sábados de 9 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde. De 9 a 1 vemos temas, por lo cual tratamos de que sean siempre temas nuevos y recapitulando un poco los temas antiguos para que estemos dando reforzamiento a todas estas cosas. Y de 1 a 2 es una asesoría donde vemos temas que no hayan quedado claros en clases anteriores para que de esta manera todos estemos bien nivelados, ¿vale? Entonces recuerda que estamos en Conamat, Ecatepec, transmisión completamente en vivo y puedes acercarte a nosotros para cualquier situación educativa en general. Somos la institución con mayor prestigio a nivel nacional en lo que se trata de cursos de admisión a la UNAM, a Politécnico, a la UAM y a cualquier institución educativa de nivel medio superior y superior en cualquier parte del país, literalmente, ¿vale? Entonces estamos ubicados en San Cristóbal Centro, sobre la avenida 3030, o también llamada Avenida Revolución, a una cuadra del Mexibus de San Cristóbal. Es una fachada, una escuela, es un colegio grande de color blanco con azul marino, ¿vale? Entonces, bueno, continuamos con la segunda parte. Now, the present simple. Right? In that case, check this. For the present simple, the forms are affirmative, negative, and interrogative. In affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Interrogative. Right? Affirmative, negative, and interrogative. In this part of this class, you will have to help you. Again, this class helps you to describe your daily routine, right? We go explore the activities we do or don't do in every single day. The present simple will have you to describe how often and someone does his her daily activities, right? In this part of the class, you will learn new vocabulary and new form which you will practice in all these exercise below. Enjoy them, right? The object of the objective is that you use the short text in present adverbial and straightforward phrases to express daily routines with some guided exercise. Now, use our simple present. We use simple present. We're gonna talk about our routines or habits. Routines, right? Or habits. Example for this one. Example for this. Check. In that case, for example, I go to school in the morning. I go to in the morning. I go to school in the morning. Another example with this, my brother reads comics on Saturday. My brother reads comics on Saturday. Remember, the days goes with capital letter, right? In this case, go or reads. This is the main verse of this sentence. Now, this is the first part. But also we used to talk about our permanent states. Permanent states, right? Now, example with this, like for example, Sam, Jason live in Caracas. Sam and Jason live in Caracas. I mean, they live in Caracas, permanent states, right? A spelling rule for the third person. Now check this: adverbs of and expressions of frequency. Adverb and expressions of frequency. Check this: adverbs of frequency are always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, Another never, hardly ever. This is are the adverbs of frequency, right? Tell all these words tell us how often something happens, right? The adverbs go. Remember the rules for this. Rules. Remember the adverb go before, right? Before the main verb, right? Before the main verb. Now, the next. This adverb go, for example, with this role. He something goes out with friends. Repeat. He sometimes, he sometimes goes out. He sometimes go out with his friend. Now, another example with this. For example, it doesn't often rain here. With this rule, repeat. It doesn't. It doesn't often rain here, right? It doesn't often rain here. Another example with this, for example, with in questions. Do you always go to restaurants? Do you always do you always go to restaurants? This is the main verb, and this is our adverb of frequency, right? Goes before the main verb. In this case, with in questions, right? Another example. Now, another rule. This is the first rule. This is the first rule. The first rule. Now, the second rule for this, check. After the verb to be, repeat. The adverb of frequency go after the verb to be, right? In this case, goes before the main verb, right? But in this case, with verb to be, goes after, right? Before you are here in the present. In that case, before, after, right? When verb to be goes after the verb to be, right? For example, when this one, I'm not often, check this, Example, repeat. I not often. This is the adverb of frequency and this is the verb to be. I'm not often check late for work. Late for work. This is our verb to be and this is the adverb of frequency. Goes after the verb to be. Another example with this. Is she usually in question? Is she usually it is usually in bed at this time. Check this. This is our verb to be, but in question, this is the verb to be, right? To be, and this is our adverb of frequency, right? The adverb of frequency. Frequency, sorry, with this. Sorry. The other of frequency. Is she usually in bed at this time? Right? Verb to be after other of frequency. We can use other expressions to talk about frequency, such as please pay attention of this for this. Por favor, anota el pizarrón para darte otras expresiones de tiempo, para poder continuar con el tema. Another expressions for time such as, for example, another expressions. For example, every day, every week, every week, every day, every week, every morning, every day, every week, every morning, every month, every day, every year, every month, and every day, every year. Another, for example, this is for una vez al día, una vez a la semana, alguien cada semana, cada mañana, cada mes, cada año. Now, another expression, for example, once means one time, once. For two times, we can use the word twist, right? Twist. For example, twist a day. Another expression. Now, this is for once, twice. In the case of three, we can use the word three times. Three times. Three times, for example, a week. Three times a week. Four times, hold on. Four times, four times, five times, it were several times, muchas veces. Now, right. A question's word to use ask frequency is how often. Example with this. Anota eso y ahorita seguimos con los ejemplos. Bueno. How often, right? Now, example with how often. For example, how often do you go to the cinema? Check. Repeat. How often do you go to the cinema? Question mark. How often do you go to the cinema? And you can ask, I go to the cinema. I go to the I go to the cinema twice a month. Right? Another example with this, how often in the third person. How often, that's it with she. Does Catherine, how often does Catherine go dancing? Right? And she can answer, or you can answer, she goes dancing. She goes dancing every weekend. Right? Every weekend. Cada semana. Exercise with how often, right? Anybody question with this topic? Now, exercise with how often? Antes de pasar al ejercicio, por favor, anoten eso para que se pueda entender a la perfección el ejercicio. You got it? I'm going to give you 8 questions. Now, check this exercise and try to solve all these 8 sentences, all these 8 exercise. The first exercise for you. I rarely visit my parents. My relatives, my grandparents, my grandparents. That. So the first blank. So see my uncle Tommy, my uncle Tony Montana. Next, the second exercise. I'm never late for our English class. It's so close. I'm never late for our English class. That I'm the second blank on time. That. Third, James goes James goes to the cinema. James goes to the cinema only once a month. Only once a month that he goes to the cinema. 4. We sometimes we sometimes go to the gym to exercise maybe 5. We visit our parents 3 times and blank. Exercise 6. How often do you go on holidays? 7. They often to bed early, bed early because they get up early. And the last, the number 8. She doesn't. Her homework early because she plays video games. Now, for all the sentence, we need use these words. Month with capital letter, how often, twice a week, go, never, sometimes, always, finish. Para este ejercicio vas a tener que utilizar estas palabras que tenemos acá. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat. A month, how often, twice a week, go, never, sometimes, always, and finish. Te voy a dar un minuto, literalmente un minuto, para que puedas resolver esta pregunta. ¿Cómo vas? Recuerda, para poder completar esas oraciones, tienes que utilizar las palabras que te puse en la parte de abajo. Es importante que solamente utilices una vez. Son 8 oraciones y tenemos 8 palabras. Así que por favor, concéntrate y utiliza una a la vez. Bueno, no, hay unas que sí podemos utilizar dos veces. Perdóname. Hay unas que sí podemos utilizar dos veces. Pero pon mucha atención a cuáles sí vamos a poder utilizar dos veces y cuáles no. Te doy la pista para pronto. Always la vamos a utilizar 3 veces, ¿ok? Así de sencillo. Todas las demás se utilizan una sola vez, ¿vale? Bueno, tienes 20 segundos más para que puedas resolver esto y voy a pasar a darte las respuestas. Creo que en la cámara no se ve esta de abajo, lo voy a anotar a un lado. Por favor, repito, completa las oraciones que tenemos ahí con las palabras que tenemos en la parte de abajo para poder seguir avanzando, ¿vale? Bueno, vamos a empezar una por una de arriba abajo para seguir con otros ejercicios que también tengo preparado para ti. Nos falta bastante por hacer, así que lo mejor es darle rapidez a esto de aquí, ¿vale? Bueno, check the first sentence. I sorry, esta palabra siempre se dificulta. Rarely visit my grandparents, so I never, the first, never see my uncle Tony. Where is never? Never. The next, I'm never late for our English class. That I'm always on time. I'm always on time. Yo siempre llego temprano, right? And I told you that we use always 3 times. Y te había dicho que vamos a ocupar always 3 veces. Llevamos una. The third sentence. James goes to the cinema only once a month. He sometimes, right? Therefore, por lo tanto, he sometimes goes to the cinema, right? Fourth sentence. We sometimes go to the gym to exercise. Maybe, check this, sorry, sometimes, maybe twice a week, twice a week. Right? Twice a week. 5. We visit our parents 3 times a month. A month, no month, month. Right? 6. In this case, do you go on holiday? What words go here? How often? How often do you go on holiday? Right? How often? Where is how often? Right. How often? 8. Sorry, 7. They often, right, to the bed early because they get up early. ¿Cuáles palabras podemos utilizar aquí para que tenga oración? The first is go. They often go to the bed early because they always get up early, right? This is the second use for always. And the last, she doesn't blank her homework early because she blank plays video games. And the last is, sorry, esa también la ocupamos. She doesn't finish with another color. Her homework early because she always right? And this is all. They often to the bed early because they always get up early. She doesn't finish her homework early because she always plays video games, right? Esta vía utilizamos. Y de esta manera resolvemos nuestro segundo ejercicio, ¿ok? Vamos a apurarnos porque tenemos mucho por hacer. The next. Now, the homework for this part, the writing part. The second homework. I'm gonna delete all this. Voy a borrar todo esto. The homework, sorry. This is the writing part. The writing part, right? Writing with only T, with only one T. Sorry. The writing part. Now, check this. Your daily life. This is the name of this part. Your daily life. Right? Your daily life. Now, think about what do you do in your daily life, in your spare time. When do you do? All right. Again, in your free time, when do you do? Write the activities that you do in a single day. Remember the task. And think about what and when you do every day and your spare time and your spare time. Write the activities that you do in a single day. Use the following list of activities to complete your writing. For example, do you how often do you how often do you go on a picnic? How often do you go to the gym, go dancing, take a shower? I hope that you take a shower every day. Cook dinner, go jogging, watch TV, go to the movies, go out with friends, go to school, and etc. Right? This is your next homework for you. Now, the next topic. The present continuous. It's the next topic. This is the next topic. Present continuous. In affirmative, negative, and interrogative form, this is the part one. Repeat. Part one of present continuous. In this part of class, you will find some short text in the present progressive. This tense it's important when you communicate because you can describe actions that are happening in the precise moment that we are speaking. We will practice how the verb formation. Is you will find um, yes, you will find some exercise to understand this structure. Finally, you will find some writing activities to help you to develop a short text where you can describe what is happening at the moment you are speaking, right? Present continuous, I mean, it's for things that happen right now, in this precise moment. The present continuous, and we're gonna look affirmative, negative, and interrogative. We use present continuous for actions that are happening at the moment of speaking, right? Look at the following next information on how to use the present continuous. Example, Paul and Valerie, example for present continuous. Paul and Valerie, repeat. Paul and Valerie are dancing salsa. Are dancing salsa. When, right now, in this precise moment, they are dancing salsa. I mean, in Spanish, Paul y Valerie están bailando salsa. ¿Cuándo? En este momento. Okay? Another example with this, they are going on a bus. Repeat. They are going on a bus. Right? Ellos van en un autobús. The next example. They are having fun in the park. They are having fun in the park, right? And check it. Now, that you identified the use of present continuous for actions that are happening and now, right now, there are some rules that you have to take in consideration. Check the following information, right? Just esperen un tantito, dejen tomo agua. The spelling rules for this. Spelling rules. With the most of verb, with the verb, this is spelling rules for the present continuous with the main verbs of the sentence. With the most of the verbs, we have to add the ing ending of the verb. Uh, just add at the end of the verb. For example, when this talk, eat, drink, watch, repeat, talk, eat, drink, watch, talk, eat, drink, watch, changes into talking, right? Eating, drinking, watching, talking, hearing, drinking, watching, right? For example, he is watching an interesting program on TV. Repeat example with this. He is watching, he is watching a program on the TV. He's watching a program on the TV, right? And the next for this. Interesting. This is the first spelling rule for the next spelling rule. The next spelling rule for this is the next. With the verb, that ends in a consonant plus e, consonant plus e, drop the e and we add ing. And we add ing. Example for this: come, make, write, take. Come, make, write, take, changes into coming, making, taking, writing. I mean in Spanish. Cuando tenemos un verbo que termina en consonante más una e, drop, quitamos la e y agregamos ing. Entonces en este caso quitamos esta y le agregamos ing, quedaría coming. Make, quitamos la e, agregamos ing, quedaría making. Write, quitamos la e y quedaría writing. Take, quitamos la e y quedaría taking. Right? Please note this. Anota estas reglas y pasamos a las siguientes. Voy a apurarme porque nos queda muy poco tiempo y queda bastante información. Okay. Well, one example with this rule, for example, Joe is writing a love letter. Yo is writing a love letter, right? Voy a borrar la parte de arriba. The next rule, and the final rule. Now the next rule is it's the next, right? A spelling rule 3. Check. This is the third spelling rule for this one. In that case, we use the next. With some verbs ending in a vowel plus consonant, we have to double the consonant and add ing. And repeat. If verb ending in vowel plus consonant, in that case, double the final consonant and ing. And ing, right? Example for this, for example, run, another word, run, swim, swim. Check this. The rule says, in that case is consonant vowel, but in this case it's switch. Vowel consonant. So the rule says that we duplicate the consonant, I mean run and duplicate the consonant and again and add ing. Running. This is the same case with swim, right? We duplicate the consonant M again and add ing, right? An example with this, for example, Sandy is running in a competition. Is running in a competition, right? Now, es todo por el día de hoy. Anoten las reglas, por favor, que tenemos acá. Son tres, son muy sencillas. Bueno, todavía nos da chance, tenemos 4 minutos para anotar la conjugación, conjugated, right? Pero voy a borrar la parte de abajo para que nos dé tiempo de anotar la conjugación. Voy a borrar esto de aquí. Now, the conjugated. Check this. Read and check the following examples. Look at the correct conjugation of the verb to be and the combination with the verb ing. Check this. I'm gonna give you three uh, different kinds of sentence. The first, positive, negative, and question. Check the first. In positive, I'm playing football. Check this. I'm not playing football. And questions, change the verb to be. Am I playing football? Another example with this. You are playing tennis. You are playing tennis. Next, in negative, you are not or aren't playing tennis. And the last, are you playing tennis? And the last example with this, with he is playing video games. He isn't playing video games. And the last, is he playing video games? Right. Ahora sí, me pongo de este lado. Esto es todo por el día de hoy. Vimos tres temas bien interesantes: pasado simple con preguntas de double edge questions, presente simple para rutina, hábitos y presente continuo. Es decir, avanzamos realmente muchísimo en esta parte. Bueno, yo los dejo. Por mi parte fue todo. Recuerden que si quieren saber un poco más de estos temas y profundizarlos más, y obviamente no es lo mismo tomar clases en línea que la interacción face to face con el alumno y el profesor. Obviamente se vuelve mucho más interesante y mucho más enriquecedor para ambas partes. Yo los dejo y recuerden que si quieren aprender más de este tema o cualquier otro de los servicios educativos que ofrece CONAMAT Ecatepec, curso como PEMS, ya iniciamos, curso Politécnico, curso NAM también ya iniciamos, diplomado en matemáticas y obviamente el curso de inglés. Estamos esperándolos en San Cristóbal Centro, a una cuadra del Mexibus San Cristóbal. Entonces nos vemos en la siguiente. Bye.